Hello, welcome to Pure Online. My name is Michael Dynie, and today I'll be teaching you an Ashtanga yoga practice that is pretty close to the traditional series. So I'm not really going to change a whole lot, but I will describe modifications around the knee joint quite a bit. So the first thing you should know is that there is a pose in this practice that is called lotus. And so don't try this, but watch. It involves taking the foot just below the belly button to the side of it, and then bringing it into the hip crease. And so to be able to do that, you have to have a good squat as a prerequisite. So if you know you don't have a good squat, or if your hips are tight, that's the other limitation, then you can modify it by doing a position like this, which is called the pigeon position, where your ankle's over your knee. And this also occurs in a standing position, so same idea. Instead of taking your foot to half lotus, you put your ankle over your knee and bend your standing leg, and you'll probably get a really nice stretch in your right hip. So with that base covered, let's practice. And you can start at the front of your mat in Namaste, mountain pose, and take a moment to close the eyes, joining the hands together. This is a great time to say a little chant to yourself or set your intention before your practice. Come back to a beginner's mind. And focus on your breathing. So with the mouth closed, we do Ujjayi breathing, gently constricting the throat. And it's a really soft sound. So it's different than ocean waves. It's a bit softer than that. And then bring your arms by your sides in Samastitihi. Sun Salutation A. Inhaling, raise the arms up and look to your thumbs, chin behind the arms. Exhale, fold forward, taking the hands to the floor, micro bend the knees. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, low plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Push through the hands and take 5 breaths. So if you're relatively flexible, start to engage your abdominal core, looking at your belly button with strong straight legs, heels rooting into the floor. If your hamstrings are tight, you can bend your knees out to the sides a little bit and focus on getting your back straight instead. Either way, look down the nose towards one place, so somewhere between the legs or at the belly button. That's already about 4 breaths. End of your next exhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, jump forward, inhaling to the half lift. Exhale, fold, look to belly button. Inhale, spread the arms, coming all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi, arms at sides. And again, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold, looking down the nose to belly button. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, low plank chaturanga. Get there on your own terms. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhaling, walk the feet a little closer to the hands. And then exhale, curl in through the abdominals while pressing the thighs back. Continue to breathe at your own pace. So in all these postures, I'll leave you there in silence for about the equivalent of 5 breaths. So you can really explore the pose and, more importantly, concentrate the mind on the breathing. This is really a breathing practice first, concentration practice. The poses are secondary. And that's about 5 breaths. So bend the knees, look thumbs. Inhale, jump or step forward, half lift. Exhale, fold and empty, look to the belly button. Inhale to come up, raising the arms overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi, even standing pose. Third and last round. Inhale to reach up, look to thumbs. Exhale, fold, taking the hands forward. Look to belly button. Inhale, look up. Keep the legs toned. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, looking towards the belly button. 5 breaths. Breathing with a little bit of sound. Remember to curl in through the abdomen while pressing the legs back. One more breath. On the exhale, bend the knees, look thumb. Inhale, jump or step, and then lift the chin. Exhale, fold, looking down the nose to belly button. Micro bending the knees. Inhale to come up. Lots of strength in the back of the legs. Exhale, samastitihi. Sun salutation B, squat down. Inhale, raise the arms to utkatasana, awkward pose. Exhale, fold forward like the previous sun salute. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, arms up to warrior one. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, left foot forward, look at the navel. Inhale, lift the arms to warrior one. Look to thumbs, head behind arms. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, curl into down dog. 5 breaths. So as you spread the fingers and toes, strongly reach through the palms. Once the chest feels open, start to lift the shoulders to the ears a little more, moving the shoulders into full range of motion. And then curl in from the abs again, looking between the thighs towards the belly button. On the next exhale, look to your hands, bend the knees. Jumper step, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and empty. Bend the knees to a squat. Inhale, utkatasana, head behind the arms. Exhale, stand tall, samastitihi. Still exhaling, bend your knees. Inhale to reach up, utkatasana, round 2. Exhale, fold, hands down, look to belly button. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, right foot forward. Inhale, raise the arms, plant through the feet. Exhale, look down the nose to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, left foot forward, look to the belly button. With heavy heels, inhale to reach up, look to thumbs. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, 5 breaths. Let the neck be soft, relaxed. Breath steady. One more breath. Exhaling, push off the tips of the toes, bend the knees wide. Jump, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, look to belly button. Bend the knees, inhale to utkatasana with heavy heels, strong buttocks. Exhale, samastitihi. Still exhaling, bend the knees for round 3. Inhale, lift the arms, look to thumbs. Exhale, fold, look to belly button. Inhale, look up, lift the chin. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Virabhadrasana A. Look to thumbs. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Back foot flat. Inhale, spread the arms. Lift the shoulders to support the head as it goes back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. The hips lift, the thighs press back, and then curl in from the core. Remember, eyes steady at one place, gazing down the nose. Think of this as a concentration practice and a breathing practice. On the exhale, bend knees, look to the hands, jump forward, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, look to navel. Heavy heels, bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing in Samastitihi. Padangustasana, hands to big toes. Inhale, jump the feet a foot apart. Hold the big toes with your peace fingers and look up. Exhale, fold, bending the elbows and micro-bending the knees. 5 breaths. Try pressing your armpits towards your legs, firming the muscles around the armpits. Notice your breath. Padahastasana. Inhale, lift the heart and look up. Keep hold of the toes. Exhale, pause there. Inhale, step on the palms of the hands, toes to forearms, lift the chin. Exhale, fold, looking down the nose towards the belly button. 5 breaths. Push through all parts of your feet, heels and the balls of the feet. A little bit of firmness in the abdomen. Focus on breathing into your back. Inhaling, lift the heart and lift the chin. Exhale, stand tall in Samastitihi. And then triangle pose. So jumping to the right side, inhale, feet 3 feet apart. And then turn your right foot out, left toes in. Exhale, reach for the big toe, and then look to the top thumb. 5 breaths. Try breathing into the left side body. Micro bend in that straight leg knee, right leg. Pushing through the ball of the foot and the big toe will help you create that. Next inhalation, come up to parallel feet and turn to the other side. So left foot out 90, right toes in a few degrees. Exhale, reach down, hooking the left big toe or shin. Top arm up. 5 breaths. Inhaling, come up to parallel feet again. Revolve triangle, Trikonasana B. So back foot in 45 degrees, shorten the stance a bit. And then exhaling, twist. Take the left hand down to the floor beside the foot. Top arm up. And look towards that top thumb, or modify looking at the bottom hand. Keep rooting through the ball of your right foot while drawing the right hip back. Continue lengthening out through the crown of the head. And then exhale to look down. Inhale, come up, revolve the arms to the other side, back foot 45 degrees. Exhale, twisting, take the right fingers down, top arm up, and breathe. Looking towards either hand. On the exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, turning to the side wall. Exhale, Namaste, jump or step. And then again, opening to the right side, inhale. Feet up to 5 feet apart for side angle. So right foot out, left toes in slightly. Exhale, bend that knee over the ankle. Look towards your left palm and then lengthen the arm. Keep your chin behind the arm so the neck can release as you lift your chin. And breathe. Lots of strength in that back leg, from the buttock through the front of the thigh. Imagine your pelvis curling back, sit bones drawing towards each other. Inhaling, come up, parallel feet. Other side, left foot out, right toes in slightly. Exhale, place the hand outside the foot and look to your top thumb in side angle, Parsva Konasana A. So find that steady gazing point, which is called a drishti in Sanskrit, the language of yoga scripture. And so there's always a drishti for every movement, every pose. You're looking at the hand, tip of the nose, between the eyebrows, or a spot on the floor. One more breath. On the inhale, come up and revolve. So with the exhale, twist, back foot 45 degrees, or modifying a low lunge, taking that left arm outside the leg, and then top arm reaches forward. And the final phase is back foot flat, 45 degrees, looking to the top hand, but modify according to your needs. Start to press the arm and leg into each other while drawing that bottom shoulder away from the ear. Really lengthen out through the top arm. Exhale to look down. Inhale, come up. Other side. And with your exhale, help your front knee across the midline. Bring your arm outside the leg to twist. So that right elbow outside the knee, left arm reaching forwards. And breathe. Exhale to look down. Inhale, turn to the side wall, parallel feet, arms spread. Exhale, step to the front, Samastitihi. Wide-legged fold, Prasrita Padottanasana. Inhale, open to the right with the feet 5 feet apart. Hands on the waist, look up. Exhale, reach for the floor, even if you have to bend your knees. Again, inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, fold into the first variation, walking the hands back under the elbows. If possible, bring the crown of the head to the floor. 5 breaths. Keep legs active, micro bend in the knees. Balance the effort between the heels and the balls at the front of the feet. Inhale, lift the head, walk the hands forward. Exhale, pause there. Hands to the waist. Inhale, come up. Exhale. B variation. Inhale, spread the arms like wings. Exhale, hands to low belly. Again, inhale, lifting the chin. Exhale, fold at the hip joint, lengthening the belly. Shoulders drawing back away from the ears. Try to open your chest up. 5 breaths. On the inhale, bend the knees a bit and come all the way up. Exhale fully. C variation. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back, palms together. Again, inhale, lift and open the heart. Exhale, fold and pull through the arms. Option 2, if you're a bit looser, is flipping the palms and pressing through them. 5 breaths. Engage through the upper back between the shoulder blades. And micro bending the knees. Inhale to come up. Exhale fully. D variation. Inhale, hands to the waist, lift the chin. Exhale, fold and catch the big toes with peace fingers. Lifting the head, inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, bend the arms and fold, shoulders away from the ears, head to the floor. 5 breaths. Continue to push down through the big toes, balls of the feet, inner heels and outer edges of the feet. Inhaling, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, pause there. Hands to the waist. Inhale to come up. Exhale, step to the front, Samastitihi. And then take an extra breath in to spread the arms like wings. Exhale, bring the hands to reverse prayer behind the back. And then opening to the right side, inhale, feet about 3 feet apart. Turn your right foot to the back, left foot in 45 degrees and look up. Exhale, lead with the chin up, folding over your front leg. And look towards that big toe of the right foot. 5 breaths. All the while, keep walking the hands up the back, prayer hands or fists together. Think about gradually drawing back through the right hip joint while turning the right chest open. So it's a mini twist in all these asymmetrical poses. And micro bending the knee. Inhale to come up and turn to the other side. Back foot 45 degrees, heels on the same track. Exhale, lead with the chin up, fold over your leg, keeping a firmness and engagement through the fronts of the thighs and a micro bend in the knee. And then look towards your left big toe, starting to turn the left chest open. All the while, draw back through your left hip joint, squeeze the buttocks. Inhale to come all the way up, turn to the side wall. And exhale, step to the front to Samastitihi. Uttita Hasta Padangustasana, hands to big toes. Balancing on your left foot, bring the right leg up, hooking the big toe. Inhale, straighten the leg. If both legs are straight, exhale to bow, bending the right arm for 5 breaths. If you can't straighten the leg, then you can modify, staying tall and drawing your knee up to your shoulder, holding the knee. That's already 2 breaths. It's 3. Try to stay strong through the standing leg heel. 1 more breath. And with the inhale, lift the heart. Keep the lower core drawing in. Exhale, open your leg to the right side, holding the big toe or holding the outside of the shin if your hamstrings are a bit tighter. And you can press your shin out into your hand if you're holding it to engage the buttocks. One more breath. Inhaling, come back to center. Optional bow again on the exhale. lifting with the arm. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to the waist, lift the leg for 5 breaths. Try to straighten that right leg as it lifts. And exhale, release down. Left side, inhale, take the shin, lifting knee to chest, or hook the big toe, straightening the leg. Exhale, option to bow, lifting the elbow, shoulder away from ear. 5 breaths. Only bow if it feels totally good. You're trying to lift the heart as you fold. Keep lifting with the arm, working the leg, using the core. 1 more breath. And with the inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, open to the left side and look over the opposite shoulder. Right hand resting on the hip. Next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, optional bow. Inhale, lift the heart, scoop in the lower core. Exhale, hands to the waist, really strong in the buttocks. Lift that left leg. And breathe. Chest up, lower core in. And exhale, release down. So inhale, right foot to half lotus, or modify in pigeon, ankle over knee. Exhale to bend the standing leg in the modification, and reach for the floor, taking 5 breaths. So if you do have good knees, you know lotus, that first inhale could have placed the foot, binding with the right hand, and then the exhale would be your forward fold with a micro bend in the left knee. That's already 3 breaths. On the inhale, lift the head halfway. Exhale, pause there, micro bend your knee. Pushing through the heel, inhale to come up. And then exhale, samastitihi. Left side, so inhale, place the foot in pigeon or half lotus, fully closing the knee joint, binding. And then exhale, take the right hand down, or take both hands down if you're in pigeon. 5 breaths. So for those of you straightening the right leg in the lotus form, start to lean forward a bit into the ball of your foot and start to bow the head towards the shin. One more breath. Inhale to look up. Exhale, pause. Inhale all the way to standing. And then exhale, release the foot, samastitihi. Sun salutation to Utkatasana chair. Inhale, look to thumbs, chin behind the arms. And then exhale, fold, looking down the nose to belly button. Lifting the heart, inhale. Exhale from the core, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, round your back to down dog, strong core. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, jump to chair. And with heavy heels, reach forward, looking down on your thumbs. So in the Ashtanga style, we prioritize lifting the chin above the arms instead of going into full range. So you can look down on your thumbs. It's already 2 breaths. With heavy heels, start to lift the arms a little higher, lift the chin. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, try to lift into crow pose, bend the arms and push through the hands, knees together for this variation. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step right foot forward, pivot the back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, raise the arms to warrior 1, bending into the front knee. And chin behind the arms, look to your thumbs and breathe. On the inhale, straighten the legs and turn to the other side, all the way to the back of the mat. Left foot out, right heel drops back 45.
And take 5 breaths, bending deeply into that front knee. Try to tear the mat apart with the feet to activate the buttock muscles. And dig into that front heel.
Exhale to Warrior Two, looking over your left hand, so heels on roughly the same track. Feel free to take a longer distance between the feet. And look over your left middle finger, 5 breaths. Heavy heels, strong buttocks. And then keeping the arms, inhale, turn, other side, left foot in, right foot out. Exhale, bend the right knee, looking over the hand. On the 5th exhale, lift your left heel, take the hands past your foot. Inhale, lean into the hands, bending the right leg. Try bending your elbows like a push-up. Maybe lift the left leg. Exhale, low plank chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, and then inhale, jump through into sitting, or step through, crossing the shins behind the hands. 5 breaths in staff pose dandasana with the legs straight out in front, hands by your hips. If your hamstrings are tight, you'll have to bend the knees a bit to get your back straight. If you're really flexible, you can keep those legs straight. Breathe in the posture. And then Paschimottanasana. So inhale, lift the heart, and take your big toes with the peace fingers, knees bent or straight. Exhale, bow forward over your legs, 5 breaths. Lengthen the crown of the head forward towards the feet. Keep the legs active, fronts of thighs strong, buttocks strong. And then inhale, lift the head. B or C variations. You can either hold the sides of the feet or bind around the arches. Lift the chin. Exhale, fold, pointing the feet. Dig into the heels. 5 breaths. And as you're breathing there, try pushing your armpits towards the floor to engage those muscles under the armpits. One way of doing that is aiming the elbows towards the ground. However, it is possible to get that connection with the elbows up as well. Every pose is like a puzzle. On the inhale, lift the heart and look up. Exhale from the core, round your back and cross your shins, hands slightly forward of your hips. And then lift through the vinyasa on the inhale. Try to lift your feet and your buttocks together, and then step back to low plank or float back. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale to sitting, crossing the shins behind the hands. Step or jump through. And then with straight legs, exhale, take the hands half a foot behind you for Purvottanasana, intense stretch to the east. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart, and look down the nose, breathing in the posture. If this is too much, you can always look at your belly button or bend both knees. Main thing is lifting the hips. And then exhale, come down, crossing the shins. Inhale, lift up, buttocks and feet. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Half lotus forward bend, just like the standing pose. Inhale, come through. Exhale, take your right foot to half lotus and bind.
or modify like we did in standing with your ankle over your knee. Again, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, stay tall, opening the chest, or fold. 5 breaths. On the inhale, lift the heart and lift the chin, looking up. Exhale, pause, engaging the core across the shins. Inhale, try to lift up again, just do your best. And then exhale, take the legs back to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump through for the other side. Exhaling, take that left foot to position. Remember your options. And then inhaling, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, fold if you're in the lotus pose. 5 breaths. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, cross the legs. Inhale, lift through a vinyasa. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Triang mukha, 3 limbs forward pose. Inhale, jump through. Fold your right leg back with the foot outside the buttock. Exhale, reach for your foot with your right hand or with both hands. Again, inhale, lift the head. Exhale, fold, bowing your head towards that left knee. 5 breaths. So modification is bringing your knees wide apart, toes to shin, and then resting on your left forearm. You can play with extending that right hip. Different benefits, but at least it's a safe pose without props. It's already about 3 breaths. 4, one more breath. And that's 5. So inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, take a vinyasa. So if you're in this posture, you can lift your right knee. And then inhale, try to swing your left foot through. And then lift your right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side. Inhale, fold the left leg back, coming through. Knees close together in the full form. Exhale, reach for the right foot. Again, inhale, lift the heart and look up. Exhale, bow towards the right knee. 5 breaths. There's a tendency to fall over to the right side, so you could modify by pushing into your right fingers to help ground the left sitting bone. And as you use the sides of the core, it eventually gets a little bit easier to stay in really good neutral alignment. As long as we incorporate a mini twist into the pose, turning the right chest open. One more breath. And with the inhale, lift the heart, looking up. Exhale from the core. Lift the left knee. Inhale to lift the right leg and the left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Janu Shirshasana, head to knee. Inhale, jump through. And fold the right foot in with about 90 degrees between the knees. Exhale, catch the left foot, binding the wrist, or hold the top of the foot with your knee bent. Again, inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, bow the head to the knee. 5 breaths. If you're really loose with the bind, you can aim your lips towards your ankle, looking at your big toe instead. One more breath. And keeping hold of the foot. Inhale to lift the heart and look up. Exhale from the core. Place the hands just in front of the hips. Inhale, lift through a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And then come through to sitting on the inhale. Folding left foot in, 90 degrees. Exhale, catch the other foot. Inhale, straighten the arms and look up. Exhale, bowing over the leg. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. 5 breaths. On the inhale, look up. Exhale from the core, place the hands. Inhale to lift. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Janu Shirshasana B variation. So inhale, come through again. And this time, exhale to sit on your right heel, flexing toes to shin. About 85 degrees between the knees. Catch your other foot. Inhale to lift the heart and look up. Exhale, fold, 5 breaths. Looking to your big toe or bowing the head down to look towards your belly button. Both variations are great. Feel free to play with both and see where you feel the benefit today. Every day we're a little bit different. On the next inhalation, lift the heart and look up. Exhale, plant the hands, cross the shins. Inhale, lift the feet and buttocks. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, other side. Sitting on that left heel, flex left toes to shin. Exhale, catch the right foot, about 80 degrees between your knees. Inhale to look up. And exhale, fold over the right leg. You can think about incorporating that little twist by aiming your left elbow to the ground and lifting your right elbow up a little bit. And as the elbow of the left arm presses down, that same side of the core starts to contract a bit. On the next inhale, look up, lifting the heart. Exhale from the core, looking down the nose, cross the legs. Inhale, lift and look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll modify C by coming into a toe squat, so you can come onto your knees and sit back onto your heels, bringing the knees as wide as the mat. 5 breaths. This is one of those poses that you really need to learn from a teacher. It's not really safe to learn it from a video. But this modification gives really similar benefits. Stretching the toes, stretching the soles of the feet. Okay, then next exhale, bring the weight forward into your hands. And then inhale, try lifting up into crow pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to down dog. And then inhale, come through Marichiasana's posture. So the right leg folds into a squat. Turn both hips out. And with your exhale, reach forward, lifting the buttocks. You can either push your right hand down or turn the shoulder inwards, wrapping around the back to bind the left hand. And with the inhale, lift the heart, turning the left chest open. Exhale, fold, head towards the knee. If you're kind of stiff, try staying up tall and drawing the shoulders down the back. 5 breaths. And then inhale to look up. Exhale, cross the shins for a vinyasa, or keep your leg in the position, lifting the right foot. Inhale to lift up, and take the legs through to chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, come through to sitting. Folding that left leg into the squat, Marichiasana A. Exhale, bind around the left shin, or keep reaching your hand forward to the floor, lifting the buttocks. Again, inhale to look up. Exhale, stay tall, or fold over your right leg. Lots of room for creativity in these poses. And so as you aim your head towards your knee, if you're flexible, at the same time start pushing your squatting leg out into the arm and aiming the buttock to the floor. So we always have these opposition points in any pose. On the next inhale, lift the heart, keep the bind. Exhale, either cross the shins or keep your leg in Marichi with the hand on the floor, lifting the left foot. And then inhale to lift up. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Marichiasana B posture. So this one's pretty interesting. Inhale to come through. Modification is tucking your left foot in, right leg squatting, and then you can exhale to bind from this position or sit up tall, hugging your knee. In the full form, we actually take the left foot to half lotus, both hips turn out, and then bind around the right shin. Once you're in the pose, lift the head with an inhale, and exhale, option to fold. 5 breaths. So you could fold towards the bent knee, the lotus knee, or you could fold somewhere between the legs. And with an inhale, look up. Exhale, crossing the shins. Inhale, lift through a vinyasa. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through for the other side. Either tucking the right foot behind the squatting leg or take the right foot to lotus. Left leg to a squat. Exhale, bind around the shin. And with the inhale, lift the heart, holding your right wrist or fingers. Exhale, fold over. And remember the modifications. 5 breaths. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, crossing the shins. Inhale, lift through a vinyasa. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come through into sitting. Exhale, lay down onto the back with straight legs and prepare for bridge pose or wheel pose. Bending the knees near the buttocks, feet hip distance. Inhale, lift the hips to bridge pose. Wiggle the arms close behind the back. 5 breaths. Option 2 is taking the hands under the shoulders and coming into full wheel for 5 breaths. And with the exhale, lower the head. Consider walking the hands in a little bit for the next round. And inhale up to round 2. And breathe. Legs are parallel. And it's the same arms as downward dog, so you're pushing through the heel of the palm to broaden across the collarbones. Next exhale, bend your knees a little more as you bend the arms. Touch the top of the head. Inhale to the third and last round, re-straightening the arms, bridge or wheel. And then exhale all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest for modified chakrasana, and you can roll up into sitting, going through the vinyasa. In the full chakrasana, we keep hands under shoulders and use an exhale to swing the legs back towards plow. Push off the hands, and then walk your plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, and we'll all meet in downward dog, exhaling. Bending your knees, inhale through to sitting. Paschimottanasana, forward bend. So as you bring your legs out in front, exhale to catch the tops of the feet or take your favorite hand position. Again, inhale, lift the heart, then lift the chin. Exhale, fold with the chin up. End of the movement, bow the head down, 10 breaths. And then with strong buttocks, inhale to lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, cross the legs, and take a vinyasa. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, look forward. Inhale to sitting for sarvangasana, shoulder stand posture. And with straight legs, exhale to lay down slowly. Take 5 breaths with the palms on the floor, feet and legs together. This is called the still pond pose, Tadari Mudra. Press the back of the skull into the floor, creating a lift behind the heart. It's just like doing samastitihi on your back. Notice your breath. And shoulder stand. So start by bending your knees, lift the feet, and then fully straighten the legs into the air. With an exhale, swing the hips up, supporting the low back with your hands. In the beginning stages, let the hips be flexed and let the weight fall onto your upper back, a little bit onto your shoulders as well. Quite a bit of weight going through the elbows in this position, especially if we work the hip flexion. In the final form, you have to be really careful with the neck to keep the head centered. So we look up towards the feet. The neck is off the floor. And then gradually a straight line is created from the abdominals all the way through the legs. So you have to really use the abdominals and buttocks and work the legs. Pointing the feet. 10 breath total. And be where it feels good. Don't push yourself in these poses. Listen to your body. If you're not sure, modify in a happy baby or do the first variation. And then really it's the breathing is the main thing here. Exhale to plow pose halasana. Flex the hips, relax the belly, and bring the feet to the floor behind you, keeping the legs together. Hold the back or interlace the fingers behind the back, wiggling the arms closer together. Another 8 breaths. And there's different options with the feet. Might feel really nice to rest the top of the feet on the floor like an up dog. Keep working the upper back. Try engaging between the shoulder blades. The shoulders actually lift up to the ears, and the shoulder blades draw closer together. Or at least they try. And then exhaling, bend the knees for ear pressure pose. Feet together. Knees can rest on the forehead, or you can bring the knees all the way to the ears like the name implies. 8 breaths. And then returning the hands to the low back. Inhale, raise the legs to shoulder stand. And then exhale, cross the shins, supporting your low back. Option 2 is coming into lotus, if you already know how to do that posture. Extra challenge is supporting the knees with the hands. This can be done in either variation. Part of the trick is to push the knees down into your hands while lifting through the buttocks and relaxing the belly. Lots of the weight goes through the shoulders here. So the shoulders are lifting, pushing into the floor. breath is calm and steady. And with the exhale, fold the legs in towards the belly. If you'll notice, you can try binding the hands around the legs, wrapping around the hamstrings. And then exhaling, unroll your spine onto the floor. Use a bit of momentum to swing the legs forward and use the hands for leverage to come into fish. So the heart lifts, head slowly releases back. And you can either continue catching the outsides of the hips with the hands or hold the feet in lotus, squeezing the legs together. 8 breath. Look between the eyebrows. And the arms pull back just like in a cobra or an upward dog to help lift the heart. So it's as if your shoulder blades are pressing forward towards the heart center, expanding the chest. Eight more breaths. The next phase is flying fish. It's a challenging posture where the legs straighten. You may have to readjust your legs, bringing the weight further behind the sit bones. And then take the hands together, just like in Utkatasana, just like chair pose. Use the abdominal core to support the posture. Arms and legs parallel as the arms reach forward. Legs up about 45 degrees. And then exhaling, bend your knees with the soles of the feet on the floor. Lay down onto the back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Chakrasana, so you can hug the knees in with an inhale, or place the hands under your shoulders. And then exhale, roll through. Walk your plank to chaturanga, and then inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees for headstand, Shirshasana. Exhale, interlace the fingers and place the head behind the hands. Modify by keeping all the weight in the forearms, even though the head looks like it's on the floor, and go high onto your tiptoes. We'll go for about 20 breaths in the full form of headstand if you're able to do it. Think about gradually slowing the breath down. And most of the weight's in the arms here. Tappy Joyce used to say, no weight on the head. That's a very good instruction in the beginning for sure. So be sure to keep the legs active. Experiment with pointing the feet to help awaken the legs. And gradually let the breath slow down. Notice the elbow area of the arm tends to relate to back bending in this posture, whereas the karate chopping part of the hand, we can use that to help draw the core of the body inwards so the lower back can soften a little bit. We also use the buttocks to help do that as we squeeze the legs together. And there's all these sets of actions and counteractions that create balance and stability and energy efficiency. That's already about 15 breaths. Keep breathing slow. And then next exhale, pike down halfway, 5 breaths, or rest in child's pose at any moment. Inhale, come up. Straight up in headstand again. Try to lift your head off the floor using that karate chopping part of the hand. And then slowly lower the head. Exhale, slowly lower the feet. And sit back into child's pose for 5 or more breaths. It's said that you could spend as long a time here as you spent in headstands. That's really good advice if you have more time to practice today. We'll just hang out for about 5. You can experiment with tucking the chin to help stretch the back of the neck. Letting go of compression. And then reaching the hands forward. Inhale, modified plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Baddha Padmasana, bound lotus. Inhale, come through to sitting. And so I'll show you the full form. If you have lotus, you take the right foot into position, then the left. And then you try to bind behind the back. So we take the left arm behind the back, catching the foot, and then right arm back, catching the other foot. And then inhale to lift the chin. And then exhale, fold to the floor for 10 breaths. That's the traditional posture. I'm going to offer a modification for those of you that can't do this pose yet. So instead, we'll come into half Lord of the Fishes. You can bring your left leg on top. And with an exhale, twist looking over your left shoulder for 5 breaths. Your right hand is holding the leg, or you can bring your entire arm outside the thigh, hand to the buttock, and then really twist. Start to stretch that left side of the neck away from the shoulder, making little movements. This is a great counter pose for the headstand. Gradually start to aim your left sitting bone down, pushing leg and arm into each other. And that's already 5 breaths. So inhale to center, exhale to the other side, right leg on top, twist to look over your right shoulder. Option to take that entire arm outside the leg, or simply hold the knee again. Right hand can support you, or reach back for the half bind. And then as the shoulders draw away from the ears, start stretching the right side of the neck. Reaching the chin away from the right shoulder. You can also turn on the hip stretch by pushing your top leg and arm into each other, aiming that right sitting bone down. And this is actually the key to all twisting poses. It's a bit easier to get feedback from the floor in these seated postures. And then inhaling, come back to center. Come into a comfortable sitting position. So if you're in lotus, you can stay there. Otherwise, cross one ankle in front of the other. And you could even raise your hips on a yoga prop if your hips are tight. Bring the thumbs and index fingers together to yoga mudra. And with the palms upward, rest the hands somewhere over your knees or your lap, wherever the hands fall naturally and comfortably. And then inhale to a tall spine, expanding the heart towards the chin. Exhale, bring the ears back, chin down, and gaze down the tip of the nose for 10 breaths. Try to slow your breath here, inhaling to about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Short pause. And then exhale to the same count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then again, inhale to a 5 count, counting your breath internally. And exhale to the same count. Soft ujjayi sound. Focus on relaxing the back of the throat at the same time. So the feeling in the back of the throat is just like when you look at a really starry sky or a sunset and you're like, ah. That's the feeling we're cultivating with Ujjayi breathing, even though it makes a bit of sound. Continue to breathe slowly, 10 breath total. And so if you found the 5 count quite easy, start to stretch your breath to, let's say, an 8 count, gradually working towards a 10-second inhale, 10-second exhale. Imagine breathing up your spine. So it's like the energy is flowing from the lower back, belly area, upwards through the ribs and the heart. Roof of the mouth soft. There's a sense of lengthening up through the crown of the head, but make that effort gentle enough that you can also relax in this posture, like meditation. And then the last posture of the practice, the upward lifted lotus. So if you can't do a lotus, that's fine. Cross one ankle in front of the other. And with your hands directly beside the buttocks, draw your arm bones back a bit, tip forward slightly, and then try to lift your hips. And take 10 breaths here. If you're able to do a full lotus, keep the legs in that position. And with the hands slightly forward of the buttocks, try to lift up. It's normal to round forward quite a bit in the beginning. Over time, try to draw the arm bones back and lift the knees higher. So it makes it a bit more about the abdominal core and the back of the shoulder at the same time. Just keep breathing. And exhale down. Last vinyasa, so you can inhale to step back to high plank or lift up. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhaling, come through into sitting. And exhale, lay down and take rest in Shavasana. Thank you very much for practicing today. This is Mike Dynie signing out from Pure Online. Namaste.